to episode 1267 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, August 7th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guarantee on this show. Pat, are you okay? I heard did the yell blow your headphones out? I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Okay.
Took my thing out just because it was loud in my ear.
Okay, just making sure you're all right, though.
I'm fine, man. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great. Everything's
okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Today, I've got vital updates you need to know in sports, science, and more in the coffee. Mark's got a very unlucky woman. After
you don't want to be Peggy Jones.
No. And Wes is the opposite, a very lucky woman. And Pat's got much more for us today. Congrats to the trivia champs. Mace in your face. That's intern Jackson, Gavin, Tim A, Chalupa Batman, and Jerable Tolfer. They won trivia. Very fantastic round of trivia on Friday night.
What was the final question?
You say Gavin in there too? I didn't. Yeah,
he did.
He was in there.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
What was the
team.
final question, Wes? I don't know.
It was what color? It was actually a faulty question.
It was when's the next half a pack with Wes? That was the question.
Got him.
Soon. Yeah.
How soon?
I like that. Pat.
I don't know.
It was
Wes
how
was
many,
busy.
how,
Wes
was
busy doing absolutely nothing Friday night.
Yeah. Absolutely zero.
Pat's
in a great mood.
Reason to miss that
trivia. Pat's just been sitting around all week and getting as angry as he possibly can get to hop on the pod.
But I'm with Pat on that. Wes shouldn't have missed that one. But
no, where is it?
The last question was...
It's in your ass, Pat. And
you skipped the show. You skipped the show to do nothing, and it's not coming out this week.
I had a wedding on Saturday, so I needed a night off. Sorry.
I got a job, too.
What do you do?
I managed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise.
I got a job, too. Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. Why are you being a cocksucker?
Because you don't do the thing, and then you don't deliver the thing. That's why.
Okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, I think what got buried there was...
You know why I don't like to do trivia?
Which is fine. There was the compromise.
Okay.
Right, mate. This is about Mason.
Pat, you do a lot for this show. You're right. You're right.
I do.
Yeah, you do. With your on part time. Yeah,
Wes,
you're good.
Do you want to know? Wes, do you want to know the final question?
A little bit more money, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Here's the final question.
Mr. Part Time giving me shit about being on stuff. Thanks. When are you gonna come back full time like you said you were, motherfucker?
Oh, geez, guys. I think what got buried here was
half a pack of West is what you owe.
Yeah. Well, you owe us fucking how many shows for being part-time and half-assing it?
Coming soon. The final question was what was the color of Ben and J-Lo's rings? Okay. You guys want to do this now?
Hey, Pat's the one being the fucking asshole. I'm just returning the favor.
Okay. Hot start. I think what got buried there was congrats to the champs. Mace in your face, intern Jackson. I see him looking at me. He says, mention it again. Mace in your face. Great name. Intern Jackson, Gavin, Tim A, Chalupa Batman, and Jerable Tolfer. So we'll have our next trivia like in October. So we're going to do not like a movie. I don't know. Watch along something else. We're going to try something else. Maybe a different competition. We'll see. Mark is back. Mark, you deleted. Are you okay?
Earmuffed me. They didn't want me to hear the fight.
You deleted yourself from the podcast somehow. Are you okay? You're back.
I'm back. No, I got my screen said StreamYard unresponsive exit.
Shit.
And I was like, whoa, but it was like right during the fight. It was like parental control. Like
too hot for StreamYard.
Parents are fighting. We gotta kick you out. You gotta go. You can't see.
You're gonna tell me the final question.
Yeah.
Live
Final
comment.
question.
Big Fudge says shit is feisty tonight.
Final question. Big Fudge was at the trivia. Had a great time. It was fun. What color ring did Ben get Ben Affleck get Jennifer Lopez that then made that color ring become very popular for a short period of time?
Technically two answers there.
Wasn't it the blue diamond?
It was the pink diamond originally, but then he did the green diamond the second time around, so making it a faulty question that everyone got right except for Will's team.
Nice. No, we got it right.
Okay, one team got it wrong. Yeah.
In fact, shout out Mama C. She's the one that pointed out 2 engagements. Boom, ipso facto. We're totally right. We're as right as possible.
But Mace in your face, great name. Wouldn't that be nice if that happened too, right in your face?
Hopefully so.
They won, so congrats. Yeah.
All right.
What did I miss?
Half pack of West will be out in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, that's it, Mark. Half pack of West coming soon. That's all.
Were there any more cocksuckers, or are we good?
I got the jerk off sign from Pat. What does that mean?
It's not going to come out. But
are you going to come back full time like you said you were?
Yeah, as soon as I can.
Promises made, delivered.
Okay, look, we're not going back there. Can we anything else before
What are we
we
doing?
do the news?
Barely paying.
All right, from both of you two that don't do full time, shut up. Let's do the show. Yeah.
I'll take it from you and Will. I'm not going to take it from that.
Thank you.
motherfucker.
Let's do it.
All right, bye.
Party.
See ya.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
See ya.
oh, Pat walked off the show.
He's such a little bitch, dude. Fuck
Let's
him.
do the
Oh,
news.
man.
Thanks
He
for
didn't have a news
gracing us
story
with your
tonight.
presence.
He didn't have a news story tonight, so he was upset.
Well,
Let's do the show.
Okay.
Yeah, he was being a dick from the time he fucking got on the stream before we went live. And
I hate to do it, but
Sitting in the corner of the Macho Man Randy Savage is quite an honor.
Pat's in the soft corner. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Mark got disconnected again. All right, Russ, you ready to do the news?
I love you, Will.
You ready to do the news?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's do it. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Oh shit. All right. All the trending news you need to know at the time of listening, whenever you're listening or watching this podcast. But first, a fun fact. Did you know that adding what's up, Wes?
I was gonna say, do you think Pat's going to Kate like it worked like a charm?
Oh, I don't
like
know.
I'm off now.
Look, Wes, in showbiz, there's a saying, the show must go on. You know?
Right,
So here
I'm
we
just
are.
curious. I'm just curious
Here
if that
we
was a
are.
play or if it was, it was a move. I've been watching
we'll
all the
find
Suits
out.
lately, so I think everything's a move these days.
Well, we'll find out in his much now anticipated return.
Yeah.
So
This is like the scene in Almost Famous when the plane's going down. They're like, I fucked your wife. I'm gay.
you okay, Mark? What keeps happening to you? You're
I don't know, man. My shit's going. I'm in a good mood. I don't care that Pat left. I'm
I
in
was
a
in a
good
good
mood.
mood too.
I'm in a great mood. My internet keeps making me look bad. Like I'm not affected.
Yeah, you look soft. You look like you can't
Yeah.
like your earplug in it.
My internet's making me look like a
every
bitch.
time it gets hot.
Every time it gets too hot, I gotta leave.
Too much for me.
That's not the case. You can hear my heavy breathing in the audio track. The audio people will see that I
Oh,
was here the
good,
whole time.
good.
Yeah.
Well, I asked Pat to cover for me tomorrow to go to dinner, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Let's move. Much news to
See you guys
discuss.
tomorrow.
Much news to discuss. Cup of coffee in the big time, Mark. That's all you missed this time.
All right,
We
cool.
just moved to that.
I switched
All the
plugs. I
trending
think I'm
news.
good. Knock on wood. I'm going to be here
Fantastic.
the rest of the time. Yeah.
Fantastic. But first, a fun fact. Did you guys know adding a little bit of Dijon mustard to your mashed potatoes can really set them off? I mean, really enhance the
I
flavor.
can see that.
Plus,
I'm excited. Yeah.
have you done? I mean, you should try it next time. Plus, it's an excuse to use Grey Poupon, which is just fun to say. You can ask people if they have any Grey Poupon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You put a little Dijon mustard in your mashed
Gives a little
potatoes.
bite.
I don't know what it does. It's just
Gives
like
a little bite, I
gives
think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
It brings it up a level. Not so fun fact. After the dust settled this year, it was about $8,000 to have a baby out of pocket in 2023 versus $2,000 in 2021. Both times with employer-sponsored health insurance. Energy costs up 60% and grocery costs up about 80% in that same window. Taking it to the internet, Jeremy, he really feels me. He's replying to Axios, who says, more evidence that the American consumer is in pretty good shape about how much record money everybody's having to spend right now. And then at Jeremy Dinner replies, he says, yes, I was thinking when I spent more money for the same amount of groceries that I was in pretty good shape. So, yeah, not great out there with the inflation.
No.
It's a 4x cost on a birth from 2 years ago. So,
Ooh, yeah, everything's getting up there. Gas was trying to get to $4 again over here, but it's hanging on at like 3.
oh yeah,
Upside.
it's like over 5 out west. Yeah,
Yeah.
upside for
Upside.
sure. Yeah, not so fun. But anyways, thought that was not so fun. Mark's been kicked again. Yeah, he's got his internet. I don't know about for you, Wes, but there was like a several second delay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's something's fucked up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, moving
okay.
on. Moving on to the real trending news, Wes. Did you see the baseball brawl over the weekend?
I did. I saw Ramírez flattened what's his name, which was awesome.
Yeah, right. Let's watch it again. For those who have not seen, Wes and I will commentate right now. Tim Anderson of the White Sox and José Ramírez of the Guardians fought. And as Wes said, it was epic, absolutely epic.
I'm glad I didn't say Manny Ramirez.
Yeah. So they dropped the gloves. Looks like Anderson's going to get the advantage, and boom, Ramirez drops the 1-1.
Dude, that is when you square up like that and then get dropped like he
Right.
did. It is him. Not.
Because Anderson dropped the glove, unfortunately for him, made a big deal about it. Then he got dropped in one punch. Now Ramirez, none of his jabs or his his opening shots landed at all. But then he just throws a looping right. And Anderson doesn't play any defense when it comes to fighting. And so Ramirez's hand just goes, whoosh, finds the chin.
Yeah.
Pow. He's knocked out, basically.
He's not
right?
scared to get hit, Ramirez. And that's can be a huge benefit in a fight because you're just going in there.
Right. He just comes in, ducks the head.
And
haymaker with the right hand. Yeah. Knocks him straight the fuck out. Yeah.
That's going to haunt that guy for a while.
Oh yeah, Tim Anderson. This is like when what was it? Robin Ventura, right? He got his ass kicked by Nolan Ryan, right?
Yeah.
And that Robin Ventura never lived that down. This major Tim Anderson is the next Robin Ventura, basically. Yeah. Nolan Ryan being Jose Ramirez. This is even more impressive though, because this is a one-punch knockout. Nolan Ryan did the headlock.
Well, this is good for baseball. Baseball brawls are fucking awesome. So I watched a little baseball this weekend. Never, other than that, I didn't watch a single second.
Look at that. Bench clearing brawls. They can help a league out. I like hockey fights too. Big brawl. This one was 6 ejections. The White Sox went on to win. And now both fighters are facing likely suspensions. But like Wes said, I think it was actually good exposure for baseball. So they should go light on these guys.
Yeah. They should allow baseball. I mean, like hockey, just let them brawl and then, cover them up, put them in the timeout and then bring them back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Every sport should have that, frankly.
They call it the sin bin in rugby. They'll put you under the goalpost. You have to stand there, not playing like a kid in timeout, and you just stand under the goalpost. You can't help your team. Yeah, sin bin. Mark's back. Mark, how you doing?
Did we talk about hockey?
Not yet. Not yet. We're doing. We did baseball brawl first.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
fantastic time, right?
That one guy Anderson got knocked out like my internet.
Coming back in with heat. I love it. So right. The White Sox went on to win that one, but what we were saying is it's probably like good exposure for baseball. You agree? You think?
Oh yeah, it was an awesome brawl, and it was a clean shot too. I mean, it wasn't like a sucker punch. Like the guy just got clocked. He slid under the base. They didn't like how he slid or whatever. They didn't like each other. They both agreed to fight. They fought. One guy got knocked out. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, tough. Intern Jackson brings up a good point. Odor and Bautista fight as well. More recent example than the Nolan. Yeah. I was saying it's like Ventura. He never lived it down. Yeah. Like Anderson will never live this down. Yeah.
Like here's a good rule of thumb. Do not try to get in a fist fight with someone that can throw something 100 miles an hour. It means they have a pretty strong arm, right? Like usually if someone can hurl like a baseball 103 miles an hour, they probably have some sort of force in that arm, right? Which is what Ventura found out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Nolan Ryan, what do you think is more impressive? This Jose Ramirez or Nolan Ryan?
Nolan Ryan.
You think so? Because that's the headlock. That's domination. He made him look like a child. He made Ventura look like a child. This is a one-punch KO though. So I don't know. They're both. I feel like they're 1A,
it's
1B.
Nolan Ryan. Plus, he's a pitcher.
So?
Yeah, he's and he charged
and
him
the mound
too.
charge too. The mound charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Nolan Ryan's more impressive.
Yeah.
No one will anybody ever take it away? Mark has been knocked out again.
I was thinking about what Mark said about if you a guy who can throw a punt, like throw a baseball that far. And I was thinking like, you wouldn't want either of us to get on top of you and just start like pounding your head like this. You know what I mean? Like,
no, a ground and pound can be just as vicious as like a one-punch knockout. In fact, maybe more.
You know what I mean?
Brain damage. Who knows? Yeah.
You got
some great live internet comments. Jared Lindsay says, one lug nut holding this on.
That's accurate.
Yeah. Also, everybody says Nolan Ryan is more impressive. We all agree. Nolan Ryan, after we talked it out, Nolan Ryan, he's the king, the GOAT of baseball brawlers. Okay. Next sports topic. The U.S. women's national team, Wes. Do you see this one? You've been paying attention, I'm sure, very closely.
Nope, haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, the U.S. women's national team, sadly, they have lost to Sweden in the round of 16 in the Women's World Cup. Sadly, on penalty kicks with longtime captain Megan Rapinoe missing her attempt and probably putting an end to an era on that squad altogether.
Is awesome. That just made my day.
I'm sure karma was trending on X or /Twitter. I mean, look, I'm sure that the USA will reload. We're a great women's soccer nation.
God, that's awesome. Damn, I did not hear about that. That's incredible. I mean, everyone hates the U.S. women's soccer team for the most part at this point, but
yeah, it's pretty,
especially Megan
wild.
Rapinoe.
Right, it's pretty wild that they lose on her penalty miss. Right, I think it's like that's kind of what people are.
God works in mysterious ways.
Here she is, Wes. Here's Eric's playing for us. Oh, this Baggio died it right over the crossbar too. Didn't even hit the frame. Oh no!
A little less time dyeing her hair and a little more time on penalty kicks. She would have made that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Looking up to see yourself in the TV before she even shot the goal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A little less time yapping and whining, a little more time practicing. She might have made that shot.
Lots of those comments going on the internet, Wes, and I'm sure people expect us to make them. But no, I'm sure that she wanted to win. You know, the USA. We want the USA to win, and we'll reload. She's retired. All of them are retired. It's going to be like a new era on the women's national team. So
good. I hope they come back without her and all the drama that has been
right. Maybe learn from this era. They did win 2 World Cups, but maybe learn from how this era ended. You know, it was not a great last few years for that group. I'm sure that U.S. women's national team will reload though. Okay, Wes, did you watch the Jake Paul fight?
They need to get a dude on there. I mean, they'd be open to that, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
Rapinoe's kind of been like, I think she's even said if they did get a transgender woman, I always forget how you say everything. That she'd be for that
transgender woman. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Anyways,
you know what I mean. Someone that would excel.
Maybe that's the next era. We'll see. We'll see, Wes. But it's the end of this era, probably. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah. Mark, you're a big soccer guy. Just making sure you saw that the women's national team went out of the World Cup on Rapinoe's missed penalty PK and okay.
Yeah. And then she cried
any thoughts?
Afterwards. I think they probably shouldn't have let her take the PK.
That's a good call. She's like a very old captain, right?
Yeah.
And already retired. So
she had a terrible World Cup and
had already retired. Yeah. Didn't look in shape, honestly. I showed a picture from a couple years ago. She did not look like that this year. I'm sure we'll reload. Jake Paul result. Mark called it on Friday's podcast. He had us all cracking up in the group text thread over the weekend. We were all having a good time. Mark says he's going to fight Connor next and win. Pat says it's a show. Paul could have ended at IMO. Diaz, a junkyard dog. Al says hopefully he turns it up these last 2 rounds, which he didn't. And then Mark goes, SummerSlam was less predictable.
Yeah, that's happening in parallel. And SummerSlam, which was very predictable, was still less predictable. Yeah.
Right. Which is totally scripted, which this totally wasn't, right? Jake Paul fights definitely aren't.
Yes.
And he of course he won in dominating style again but to a much smaller retired MMA legend. So yeah.
Look, I was thinking about this because Wes brought up a point. He was like, he needs to fight a real boxer. And I pointed out that the only time he did, he lost. He fought Tyson Fury's younger brother, right?
Yeah. Tommy Fury.
And I was realizing, like, no, he doesn't. He's got the best, most genius gimmick in the world. He's picking these household names, fighters that are MMA fighters, but they're not outside Nate Diaz was a pretty good boxer, but I mean, like, he did what, like Ben Askren and Tyson Woodley, like guys not really known for their striking in MMA, but they're household names. So he's got the best gimmick going. Like, people want to see these fights, but he's going to win them.
He's an insane marketer, one of the best marketers, fight promoters, I think, like either MMA or boxing has ever seen.
There you go. Whoa. I think Diaz was definitely a good pick for him, but he's kind of on the upswing of where he can go from now, where people are going to give a fuck, right? Like, Diaz was great. If he does fight Conor McGregor next, that'll be awesome. But then then where does he go? Like it's going to get old unless he fights these really controversial figures who are known for shit talking, such as Diaz, such as Conor.
I don't know. I don't know if has he announced his plan, Wes, after it gets old?
He did.
You're right.
He did say, didn't he, that he was going to fight Diaz a MMA rematch, which would be fucking, something, because Diaz would probably choke him out in a matter of seconds. But I mean, I don't know. Jake Paul's fucking loaded. I guess he gets adrenaline from this. This is just kind of like jumping off a cliff for him or something. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, it's a fantastic fight promoter, I think, and he's just making a shitload of money while he can, while it's not old, right? Because like a lot of this shit, I agree with you, will get old. Like, you're not gonna, even at this point, everybody knew it was gonna happen, and they still got a little interested in it. But how long is that gonna last, right? Like, how many times can you go back to the well there?
Yeah, they need to do more like behind the scenes stuff. Like, next time maybe follow them around a little more, getting ready for the fight. I don't know. They're gonna have to do something to spice it up.
For sure. We might have to kick intern Jackson from the studio. His feed is like really wild.
Yeah, get him out. Get everyone out of here, for fuck's sake.
It could be messing up. Listeners, you can't, or the watchers, you can't see it live, but we just see his camera flashing in and out. It's wild. Okay. More sports, Wes. Star NHL defenseman Erik Karlsson. Heard of him? See him right there?
Yeah. He looks like he's a good looking hockey player. He's got the slick back, long hair.
Yeah. Looks classic hockey, right? Mm-hmm. He's going from the Sharks to the Penguins. It's a huge shakeup. He's a star. You think Sidney Crosby now has what he needs to make another title run? You think so?
Of course. I mean, undeniable. Put all your money on the Sharks, right?
Yeah. No, he went to the Penguins.
Put all your money on the Penguins, right?
Yeah, I think so, right? I mean, obviously, this is two superstars. How could it go wrong?
I didn't know Sidney Crosby was still playing, to be honest with you. Thought he retired like 5 years ago.
Yeah, his brain may have retired that long ago, but he's still playing. His body's still there. He's still going for Stanley Cups, and they bring in Erik Karlsson. So we'll see if it makes the difference. Wes, did you watch the LIV Golf tournament? Bryson DeChambeau.
Yes, 58. Fourth player in history to get a 59 or better.
Yeah, pretty fucking incredible. I think, Wes, it's because I got a theory. You let me know as a golfer if you think this holds any water. I think it's because they let him wear shorts. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. It's also because he played on a par 70 course. So in my mind, there needs to be an asterisk. I think that the traditional par 72, which is, I think, most golf courses, if you shoot a 58 on a par 72, you are insane. And he had a bogey in that round too. So, it's
how many eagles?
Listen, he only birdies. It was just birdies and
all birdies,
all birdies, one bogey, the rest pars, and he drained like a 35-footer on 18. But on a par 70 course, I think there's a little asterisk.
Yeah, it's got to be, right.
Yeah.
72 is the standard
for everyone. This is what we have to look at with on the bottom of our screen with intern Jackson here. And
it's flashing in and out.
Yeah. It's just flashing. Like, what is he doing?
His eyes every 5 seconds, and then something, and then just a blank screen or a wall.
Just go off video, Jackson.
Thank you. He has a fact check for us. Intern Jackson says Karlsson just won best defenseman in the league, and Crosby is barely 30. So Jackson thinks the Penguins. So put your money on the Penguins, like we said, Jackson. We nailed it, actually. So
I don't know. I'm going on one of the Connors teams.
One of the Connors. There's so many though. How are you going to pick which Connors team? Mark.
Exactly.
Mark is back. We talked Bryson DeChambeau too, Mark.
For 2 minutes. Yeah.
What do you say every time? What do you say every time it goes out?
It's not good.
Is it like a
fuck? Yeah. I mean, look, it's happening again. You can hear it on my audio.
Oh no! Now looks like he's scratching his nose on.
Yeah, he just freezes every like 10 seconds when he gets.
I don't know what to do.
Oh no!
I don't know what to do.
Maybe it's the power grid.
Yeah, it's the power grid for sure. It's the power grid. Bryson though, Wes, I was thinking though, you see this picture of him jumping up, celebrating his shorts.
Yeah.
He looks comfortable, but he'd be even more comfortable and better looking in birddogs.com/hnews with a free tumbler with his order also. So
absolutely.
So I was thinking about the shorts. Zuck date, fellas. Mark, what's up, Mark? You there?
Yeah, he would look a lot better in Bird Dogs. He would have shot at 54.
Yeah, he would. He would have crushed it. Zuck date. Mark Zuckerberg has resumed threading everybody. Don't worry. He just took a short break, probably to install the octagon in his backyard. But he is threading now that Elon is ducking his MMA match. And the Elon is the one holding us up. Zuck threads. Well, first of all, Elon tweeted he's lifting weights like at work or whatever because he doesn't have time to dedicate to just working out, blah, blah, blah. And then Zuck takes a picture of that and says, I'm ready today. I suggested August 26th when he first challenged, but he has not confirmed, not holding my breath. So Zuck claims that he's set the date, August 26th, to fight Elon, but Elon has not confirmed. And then he continues on the thread. I love this sport and will continue competing with people who train no matter what happens here. So Zuck says, I'll fight you any fucking time, Elon. You haven't accepted the challenge. And apparently, on top of this, Zuck isn't fucking around because his wife is mad about the literal octagon he installed in their backyard. She's pissed because he, I guess, took out a shitload of grass to install a UFC octagon in his back, which is like...
It's weird to see them like conversing like normal people, I don't know what I expected them to converse like, but I expected it to be just insanely strange.
Oh, I think this is staged. She was cool with it. This is staged.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cool with it. You know how much space grass he has? Give me a break.
Oh yeah. Compound.
This is staged.
I also saw that he's on like a 4,000 calorie diet, including a lot of McDonald's that he eats because he's rolling so much, he's in the gym so much. He's like Michael Phelps. He's got to eat a lot of calories.
He looks cut. I mean, when they show him, I think Zuckerberg definitely has the edge now, considering that he shows himself training all the time and Elon admits that he doesn't work out ever. So it's like,
he's going to gas out. He's going to gas out.
Yeah. Out cardio him. Exactly. But they better not pussy out. Chicken out. It's 2023. Sorry about that. They better not chicken out. And I'd be upset. I'd be upset about it. Yeah. Last sports update, Wes. This is all I got for the sports. Turns out the NFL player who sold all those Pokemon cards that we talked about before, his name is Blake Martinez over at Blake's Breaks. Turns out he was selling fake Pokemon cards, and he's now been banned for life from trading Pokemon official cards at all, according to Dextero. So Blake's Breaks, total fraud.
So, I mean, if you're going to spend that much money, don't you get it like checked out? Don't you know what a fake Pokemon card is? Do they vet these things at all? I mean,
people look at this thing. He made $11.5 million in less than a year. And somebody on this one tweet, somebody had bought like a $600,000 card from him or something.
Did he know they were fake, or was he?
Oh yeah, dude, he's scamming.
Okay, wow. Where do you get that? That's a good scam.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's terrible for all the Pokemon card collectors. So sorry for you, but Blake's Breaks.
I mean, if you're spending $600,000 on a Pokemon card, kind of serves you right,
It's true. It's true. I mean, well, you got buyer beware, right? You got if you're the kind of guy that's gonna buy
hey, this card of this cartoon character is legit, right? I should pay
Right, exactly. Like,
$600,000 for this.
You have to verify that shit yourself. Like, you can't just take somebody's fucking word for it. Like, oh, he was an NFL player. I better trust Blake Martinez about the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, you need to verify for yourself. Like,
This is a genuine Pikachu Lord card, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be screwing with me on this Squirtle hologram, would you?
No, kid, I played in the NFL. You can trust me. And then literally all of them were like, okay, yeah, Blake's breaks.
All right.
I dropped for the 1810, but didn't Logan Paul, the other Paul, get conned out of it? Did you mention that he got conned out of the big Pokemon card he bought?
Was that the one he was wearing around his neck?
Yeah, I think that was fake. I think he bought like
$3 million.
Yeah, well, he also bought just like a deck of like a whole box of cards that was like each pack supposed to be worth like $25,000, and they were fake. Like the entire box.
Blake's breaks.
Yeah. The one around his neck might have been real, but he lost like $500,000 on.
I love there's just some like factory probably in China pumping out fake Pokemon cards to sell to morons.
Yes. Well, they got because of all these scams, they started, I think, like sending like Japanese guys to all the warehouses that produce the cards, because they were doing like, one of the things came out and it was like Pokemon people that work at the thing were just pulling all the good cards. Yeah. So that now they send
Al
like
told us that
they send like Japanese guys in suits to make sure no one's stealing. Yeah.
Dude, poor Al's son, man. He's wanted these Pokemon cards for years, and now it turns out, there's fake ones being injected by NFL players, and like Mark said,
taught a tough life lesson that the deck stacked against you.
It's like the diamond
factory pullers.
Yeah,
it's Pokemon shit.
It's true. That's bad news, guys. Let's take it to some better news in
the cream of the crop.
I've got, we've done Hive's funniest videos before. Well, this is a little variation on that. This is the nerds' best videos of recently. I'd like to congratulate the nerds at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL. They did get that Voyager back online just a couple days after accidentally tilting it away from Earth and potentially losing it forever. But that's not all that the nerds at NASA have been up to recently, guys. Check out what the James Webb Telescope spotted in outer space recently. Here it is. Feast your eyes. James Webb Telescope finds question mark in space. Look at this. Zoom in. Question mark. Clear as day. What's that?
Riddler.
What's that? A question mark was found, a James Webb Telescope image, leaving scientists wondering what caused the question mark. What could it be, guys?
The Riddler.
You got
signs of extraterrestrial life.
Is that a troll? Is that an alien troll?
It
looks kind of like a Christmas tree, like just ornaments.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's you're saying space does, right?
Yeah, space in general.
Space in general. Yeah, it does look like a lot like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
This thing,
space is very festive.
Yeah.
You're right.
This makes me want to put up my Christmas tree.
It's festive space.
Make some eggnog, guys. Is it signs of extraterrestrial life? Is it an alien showing us a question mark because they know we can interpret that? Or maybe in billions of galaxies throughout the universe, one of them is question mark shaped.
Right, probably that. Because what a troll that would be if they just like put a question mark out there that we eventually found. They're like, got him.
Yeah. Nobody knows for sure, Mark.
Huge question mark.
Yeah, like we didn't already have questions.
This will confuse the fuck out of the humans. Yeah, I hope it is just aliens trolling us because they know we're stupid. But it's more than likely the fact that there's countless galaxies. One of them's question mark shaped. Thanks to Alex for that, and Evan for this. The ocean nerds at the Nautilus Project. They have been hard at work, literally hard at work over this Gulper Eel they recently filmed. Take a listen.
Oh, it's defensive.
It's in the water column.
That's a fish?
What?
It's in the water column.
Wow.
Looks like me.
Is it engorged or is it like that?
It's so
Is
engorged.
it mad?
Yeah.
Is it just?
Look! Oh my god!
Look at that!
Wow!
Dude,
Oh my god!
It's kind of like googly eyes.
I think he ate too much.
Yeah.
the Nautilus, dude.
He's full.
Wow.
Wow.
It's
We
a
really
puffed
hung
up
him
eel.
Uh-oh.
He's moving his jaw.
That looks like the gill archer. The gill.
Wow.
What?
Whoa.
Is
It just got so big.
God.
the commentary is like what we would
That's his
do.
defense. Like, let me
oh,
blow
it's
up
worse.
so I can show him
Yeah.
how big I am.
It's as basic as
Wow.
it gets.
There's no
Ooh,
scientific input. There's no knowledge being passed on to anything.
Yeah.
Is that a
It's like you could get any 10 people at a zoo.
So
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do this,
That is
What's he doing?
Oh, he's wiggling. Pretty.
No way.
Pretty.
Look at him swim.
Amazing.
He's
Beautiful.
big. He's big.
Shocking. I like it.
You learn nothing
Well,
from this video.
actually, guys, that engorged eel is actually called the Gulper Eel, like the nice lady pointed out there at the end. And it's also called the pelican eel. And this video was taken in 2018.
And you will probably never see a gulper eel or a pelican eel in the wild since they haven't ever been spotted above
Whoa.
500 meters deep. So only the nerds at the Nautilus Project get to watch this. And make
You could literally take the audio from any of their clips and dub it over any of their other clips.
yeah. Incredible.
Whoa.
Look at it move.
Yeah. Let's get a little bit better, guys, on the commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe get an
but
expert in there, like one expert.
there's one
They're
scientist in there
passionate,
who's like,
but they're not that
who's like
knowledgeable.
telling him like, yeah, that's a gulper eel. And
Yeah.
then the rest of the people are like, oh, ah.
It's
Uh,
not
thank
engorged.
you.
It's just a defense mechanism. Fucking idiots.
Thanks to them, though. Thanks to the Nautilus crew for keeping us in the loop, since they're the only ones that get to see that in the entire world. And that's today's coffee, which was brought to you by who you should be ordering breakfast, lunch, and dinner for to go with your coffee to make things easier on yourself. I'm talking, of course, about Factor meal kits. Who has time to cook and buy groceries? Not me. That's why I use Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, which can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, stay on track with your healthy lifestyle, all at the same time. Too busy to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, prepping, cleaning up while getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Chef-prepared. Amazing ingredients. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat and enjoy, and then go back to crushing your goals. The smoothies, I think, make a great light breakfast and snack too, if like you want to get your breakfast there. What's up, Mark?
Oh, they're fantastic. Smoothies are fantastic. I was just saying, I was doing like the commentary of the Nautilus. So I was like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Incredible. Yeah.
So
Was that
tasty.
chicken?
Yeah.
Ready so fast.
The flavors.
What is that, a smoothie?
Oh, look at it. Refresh your healthy habits without missing a beat. Choose from 34 plus weekly flavor packed, dietitian approved meals ready to eat in 2 minutes. Like I said, level up with gourmet plus options prepared to perfection by chefs ready to eat in record time. Treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus. Need an extra boost to support your wellness goals and feel your best for the rest of the summer? Try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. Spicy and Protein Plus is my personal combo. Delicious. Round out your meal and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of 45 plus add-ons, including breakfast items like the delicious apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, potato egg bacon, skillet. They got everything you need. They got.
I don't think I've had one I don't
like.
like yet. I don't think I've had one single Factor that I don't like really
Every
enjoy
meal is
yet.
good. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, sides, snacks, smoothies, everything. Factor is sustainable, offsetting 100% of their delivery emissions, sourcing 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices, and featuring a sustainably sourced seafood in all of their meals. This August, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed food all the time, delivered to your door, ready to eat in just 2 minutes after heating. No prep, no mess. They really are the best, and supporting Factor meal kits helps support your favorite podcast, Hard Factor. That's why we love each other so much, so much synergy there as well. So you cannot go wrong with this deal. Head to factormeals.com/hardfactor50 and use code hardfactor50 to get 50% off. That's code hardfactor50 at factormeals.com/hardfactor50. Get 50% off.
Should be right there in the show notes as well, that URL, but do it. So this should go well. My 2-minute news clip should be fine, right? We'll just go for it. If I crap out,
He's trolling us.
I'm thinking I'm
Great troll.
Oh, come on. Come on.
It was too perfect, but it was great.
Yeah, it was too on the nose. On the nose. So recently, I bought a battery-powered lawnmower, okay? Prior to that, I'd been using a lawn service for the past several years after Wes asked back for his lawnmower he gave me, leaving me with no mower. What do they call that? Indian giving? Is that you're not supposed to say that, though, right?
What else do I do wrong, guys?
Yeah, that's this Bash Wes episode.
No take back.
Remember when you
Indian
gave me
giver,
that? Remember when you gave me that mower and asked for it back?
Yeah. I didn't. Did I give it to you, or so you could
Yeah,
use
you
it
gave it
until
to
my landlord wanted it back?
I forget, but I look. It's the reason I bring up Indian giving is you're not supposed to say that. I only do that because I wanted to explain why you're not supposed to say it, and it's apparently, because it's a derogatory way of explaining how the Native Americans traded, which was their trade customs. They were a lot like West. They would just give you items and then ask for them back, but that was their
Barter.
custom. Yeah. But they needed them back. And look,
Well,
we gave them
loan,
disease blankets.
Loan system.
Yeah,
Right,
we gave them
loan.
disease blankets and took all their land. So I feel like
Yeah, Andrew
That's fair.
Jackson loaned them the Trail of Tears, so really not
what
a
they did
fair
wasn't
trade
so
in the
bad.
end,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. So we won't use it anymore after this.
Still got that
Promise.
mower.
They don't get to give that one back, so
No, are we going to give them back their land? No.
no, that's what
That
I'm
would be
saying.
that would be
was
like
kind of-
Indian giving anyways, Native Americans. Anyways, I was more than happy to give that lawnmower back because right around that time I was cutting the grass with Wes's old mower that was shooting blue smoke into my lungs. And one day I ran over, I'd say about a 7-foot snake hiding in the grass. I let it get out of hand. It was hiding in the grass, ran over it, clipped its tail, and it jumped straight in the air above my head and stretched vertically so I could kind of gauge how big it was, which was big.
Damn.
And it probably got to about 12 to 13 feet in the air at its height. So it was like above my body, stretched up from 6 feet to 14 feet in the air. And then it just kind of landed and slithered off. And I let go of the lawnmower. I walked inside and called a lawn mowing company and said, I need you to come cut my grass forever.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll do it. Now I tell you that.
What kind of snake was it? Because it being that big, it
was
wasn't
a
a
black-
rattlesnake.
it was a black
The only
snake.
way.
Yeah, it was like a black
If
snake.
it was a rattlesnake. Yeah.
Rat, black snake, something like that.
Yeah, king snake, something like that.
Right. Now, it probably wasn't poisonous, but the reason I tell you that is because it's a pretty good story, but it also pales in comparison to what happened to poor Peggy Jones in Silsbee, Texas. And while she was mowing the lawn, and I'm going to try to go ahead here and play this clip. We'll see what the local news has to say about Peggy Jones.
Silsbee, north of Beaumont. It's an interview you'll see only on 2. The woman spoke with KPRC2's Corley Peel. Corley?
Peggy Jones says she hasn't been able to sleep much since the snake and hawk attacked her. Luckily, she didn't receive an infection or serious injuries, but she says this will scar her for life. The wrap around Peggy Jones' arm covers the scars after a snake and hawk attacked her in her backyard.
I was mowing on our property, and just out of the sky, out of the clear blue, a snake fell onto my arm.
She says the snake held on tight.
I began to sling the snake off of my arm, and he wrapped around my arm and just held on tighter. Kept striking in my.
Did it freeze?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was to be expected.
She fought back valiantly, Peggy Jones. Incredible
It
work.
won't even
by
let me
her.
remove it. Hang on. Let me hit pause. See if it add it again. See if it'll play.
My glasses.
The snake wouldn't back down.
Just started praying out, Jesus, help me. Please, Jesus, help me.
Jones got another surprise.
A hawk came down. He grabbed the snake and tried to take the snake off.
Crying.
Yes, he didn't have a good grip. The hawk kept coming down. He came down about 4 times. He finally got the snake and took off with the snake. And I looked down and I was covered in blood. My arm was pretty tore up.
Jones' husband rushed her to the hospital.
I had venom all over my right eyelid.
What the hell happened out there?
Even the doctors had a hard time believing her story.
I think they kind of thought I might have been on drugs because they asked my daughter and my husband what kind of drugs I was taking, but it was definitely no drug.
She believes the hawk is the reason her life was spared.
And I think that was God's way of letting me live and because
Right.
I couldn't figure out a way. The
Snake.
snake was not letting
Snake.
go of my arm. I just feel thankful that I'm alive.
Jones says it's unclear what kind of snake attacked her, and it's unclear where the snake came from, but she believes the hawk might have been carrying the snake before it fell on her. But again, it's a mystery.
The hawk flew over her and dropped the snake on her.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Then he
Now
wanted
this
it back.
happened.
Yeah.
The hawk had caught the snake. The snake wriggled free above her head. The snake falls, bites on her arm because it's all that it can do.
Yeah.
And then the fucking hawk's like, I'm not giving up my lunch, and just grabs it
Right.
off her arm.
and also the snake's furious because it's been on a flight it didn't want to take, and it's been attacked by a hawk. So now the snake's on
fighting
Peggy's
for its
arm,
life.
and it's
Yeah,
just fighting
yeah.
for its life. The hawk's coming back to get the snake because it wants to eat it. She's screaming for Jesus. What a scene!
100% explainable, actually. Yeah, it's not
yeah.
such a mystery, but insane that it happened to
Unfortunate
her.
for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing she could turn that into like a gift from God, you know?
Oh, Wes,
Right.
I was going to say, I'm happy she's so religious. If this was a person that didn't believe in serpents being evil, this would be meaningless. For her, this is like the most life-changing thing that could possibly happen.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, Peggy, you got to get better. She's gonna like start donating more.
Yeah. What do I need to learn from this
Life-changing.
snake hawk incident?
Yeah,
Exactly.
There's a message here.
there is a message.
The hawk came and saved me from the serpents.
It's stay
I mean-
inside is what the message is.
Her husband's like, Peggy, what's going on, Peggy?
You say
Oh,
snake, hawk,
look at her-
snake, then hawk.
Look at her arm though, dude. This-
Oh, I know her arm got fucked.
look at
up.
this. This is uncovered. Look at that.
That is
Dude, that snake
brutal.
bit the fuck out of her.
No,
those
that's the
aren't
hawk's talons,
talon
probably.
marks, right?
Both.
No,
it's
is
all
it
the
talon?
above.
Both.
It's all the above. She said the snake was
Ooh, bro.
attacking her face and arm and squeezing it. The
got
bruises, the
talon?
bruises are the snake, but like some of the blood marks are the
I
talons.
think
She
most
just
of
got
that is talon marks.
got
Those are
messed
some
up.
big puncture wounds.
Both are bad.
A
A
hawk came
snake
down
that
4
big with the
times.
mouth that can go around your arm, that's gonna hurt.
What a scene.
Talons will fuck you up. Ouch.
I bet you
So-
they have a ring camera or something, you know?
That's what I was saying.
Video
If she had a
games.
ring camera, that would win America's Funniest Home Videos 10
Oh,
times out of 10.
absolutely.
It would win it for the year.
Well, I mean, for all she went through,
They
they
had 100 grand.
they-
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Now that's funny. She got attacked by a snake and a hawk. Give her the 100 grand.
that is one of the funny.
Sure is bleeding.
Look at her. She's screaming for Jesus.
They interview her. Yeah, it was a gift from God.
Yeah, but Wes, you could
That 100
parlay
grand,
that
too.
now.
I mean, yeah,
Imagine
100
the
grand would be-
speaking tours she could go to at churches. I mean, like, oh, and what if she got into falconry and somehow like
is
reenacted it?
are
You know, like
hawks in the Bible.
she add some showmanship to it. Yeah.
No, to me it seems more like it reminds me more of like Greek mythology, like when Zeus would dress up as a hawk, like he's coming to like take like
Yeah.
the snake's like a
But
god.
the bird,
as a
the
snake
bird
and the
is a
hawk's like
representative of God, no matter which mythologies are
a
going
god.
with, right?
Exactly. Well, you're
So,
right. The
is it-
snakes,
yeah.
snakes like Zeus trying to bang Peggy, and the hawks like Hera coming back to get Zeus off of the chick he's trying to bang. You know, like
Oh, that that was divine intervention, Mark.
Right.
No, you could sell that to a Greek just the same as a
Absolutely.
Southern American.
it reminded me very much of Greek and Roman mythology, like in nature, what happened to her. Yeah,
What happened to Peggy?
yeah, in her backyard in
The
Silver,
Lord of
Texas.
Peggy.
Yeah,
Let me tell you about Peggy.
Yeah.
What happened to her? 1,000 years from now.
unbelievable.
Touched by God, Peggy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We all know my son's half Asian. If you are new to the show, my 13-year-old son's mother is from Singapore, which means my son inherited the dominant almond eyes, jet black hair, and math dominance that come with most Asians. Just look at this picture. What do you guys see?
Walking calculator.
A kid that knows his calculations.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. He's got the black hair, almond
Sometimes
eyes.
I mean, even in the picture, you can see his thought cloud. It's just nothing but equations.
Oh,
I
all
see
day.
pies in there. There's different angles. Sometimes I mess with them. I just throw out like I'm like 48 times 42, and he just like he can't help but answer
Nails
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's something. I often wonder when we go places, what people think when they see us together. For example, when I go to places like Target, I wonder, do all the white people think he's adopted? When I go to places like H Mart, which is like an Asian grocery store, I think, do they hate me for buying one of their kids, or hate
Right.
me for impregnating one of their women? Or are they like, oh, look, another white guy with an Asian fetish that went too far,
Right.
something like that.
They've seen it before.
I mean, some of them are thinking. There's some thinking. Some others are thinking others.
Listen, I'm judged. I know I am.
This guy's got a type.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck though, but it's fun to think about. But until today, I always assumed my retirement plan was going to be, my gifted son becoming like a doctor, sending me money every month, feeling sorry for me. But now I have a new plan.
That's the plan. That's a life, Wes.
It's a good plan. I got it written down somewhere. Based on what happened, I got a new plan based on what happened to one mother, one white mother, New York Post words, not mine, Mary McCarthy, and her black daughter, again, not my words, Moira, who were flying Southwest on their way to Mary's brother's funeral. And I guess because their skin, pigments are so different, one of the Southwest employees thought that Mary was human trafficking her daughter, Moira.
Oh, she just seen The Sound of Silence or whatever.
So, yeah. Sound of Freedom. Yeah.
Sound of Freedom. This is happening now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so weird when people do this.
No, she had just seen The Sound of Freedom and she's on one.
If somebody was sex trafficking somebody, they wouldn't be doing it like on a paid public transportation where they have to submit their IDs.
How come the kid's smiling?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Now, so this happened in October 2021, and Mary claims that, again, they were traveling to her brother's funeral via the San Jose airport, and a Southwest employee made the assumption she called the Denver Police Department to report Miss McCarthy for suspected child trafficking. And when they landed in Denver, they were pulled off the plane, I guess, and questioned. And it began to go downhill because, of course, Moira, who broke down in tears because it was extremely traumatic to be thought that she was being trafficked by her own mother. Now, eventually, the mother and daughter were let go, but they're suing the pants off of Southwest Airlines for not only emotional damages and, all that kind of stuff, but also they want them to rethink their training practices. So they're kind of doing the whole thing like, it's like a move, like, yeah, we want money, but we're also trying to do good in the suit. So we want you to, retrain your employees so this never happens again, kind of thing. So it doesn't.
Oh shit! It was an employee that reported it.
Oh yeah, it was a Southwest employee, like a flight attendant.
A Southwest employee that kept saying,
"Oh,
you know what you need to go see? The Sound of Freedom."
Yeah. Are you okay, sweetie?
Wow.
You blink twice if you're being trafficked.
Yeah. This is exactly like what I just saw.
She just keeps
the
telling
Sound
the
of
mom
Freedom.
how big of a Mel Gibson fan she is.
Yeah,
to
Jim
try to intimidate
Caviezel.
her.
Jim Caviezel. I'm gonna tweet this at Jim Caviezel.
They were eventually let go, but of course, Mary says it was blatant racism, caused her daughter extreme emotional distress. The lawyer says the Southwest employee didn't even ask them any questions before reporting them to the police.
That's so silly.
Yeah. And then she says,
is this your name embroidered in your luggage that your mommy bought you?
Right. Is this your mom? I mean, it doesn't take a genius to
For
figure out.
so many reasons, not everybody has kids their exact same race these days. So
yeah, looks like she's playing the long play in this trafficking game because she's got pictures of her back to when she was 1.
Yeah.
Look at her phone.
She's dedicated.
Yeah.
Idiots.
The lawyer said to this day, Mary said to this day, when Moira and I are out in public, especially at airports or on planes, I'm hyper aware that we might be judged and reported for entry.
This just validated all of their fears for forever.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. It's just vindicated all of her fears for forever.
Yeah, it's
sets it in stone. It shows. Yeah. Well, but it also, I'm glad what they're doing. Like Wes said, they're just trying to show people, look, this happens all the time for interracial families. So
yeah,
you gotta it's something that most people, because it's such a not many people are in that situation, they probably wouldn't be able to relate to it. So it's good that they're making news about it.
What would be a good prank is to not tell Wes, but to pay an Asian actor to follow Wes next time he goes to H Mart.
Oh, dude, the reaction.
And be run in there and be like, has anyone seen my 13-year-old son? He's wearing a white hat.
There he is. Yeah. Point him out.
I've seen a group of Asian dudes react to Wes and his son in the wild.
Just a paid actor, though, to claim that someone stole his son and then describe what Cam's wearing.
I think they're just jealous about how tall he's going to be. So,
yeah.
So here's my plan. Let me know if you guys think this will work. I'm going to take Cam into a big box, retail store, let's say Target or something. I'm going to get him I'm going to get him real dirty, put some like stuff on his face, make him
Make
wear
him look
some,
like he'd been in like a container.
exactly, like tattered clothes
He just
and
like
stuff.
just took a trip across the sea in a container thing.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna strict instructions. He's not to say a word. I'm gonna hold him by his upper arm, like as we walk in, like like he's.
Oh
like,
yeah, tightly.
Yeah,
like
tightly. Like a cop holds a suspect before they put him in a police car, right?
Right.
And then we're gonna go straight to the girls' clothes section, right? There, I'm just gonna start holding up like girls' outfits to him while he stands there and just looks beaten down mentally. If he can muster some tears, that'd be great. If not, no worries. This will surely cause some suspicion to arise, right?
Yes.
Then, maybe I'll tell him to shut the fuck up a few times and say things like, "You want to eat tonight or not?" Stuff like that. Then
I can always put you back in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back in the container?
Right. So
I guess you have to say stuff that wouldn't be incriminating, though, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, we'll tweak it.
You want to go back to your room, maybe? Because
yeah, you want to go back to your room. Yeah. Then, then we'll have people on us at this point, right? We'll have people looking at us. Then we're gonna go over to the kids' room section. I'm only gonna ask for blackout curtains. Then I'm gonna go to the hardware section and buy just like a big bucket. That's it. Now, if someone comes up to us and asks any questions, I'm going to say something like, "It's none of your fucking business," and pull them closer.
Wes. Get some duct tape in there.
Pull them closer, like it's like a purse,
Find your own.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this will get the cops called by a target associate. Hopefully, the cops will come, ask a bunch of questions. Once they get Camel on by his side, he'll sing like a canary, like he always does under pressure. I'll lose all my custody. Probably go to jail for a little bit. God knows what else.
Yeah, bad. Bad plan for the risk.
Wait, you don't have to let him in on this plan.
Well, he's announcing it now to the public internet, so the plan is in jeopardy.
For him to go along with me putting girls' clothes up to him,
grabbing him by the arm too.
Yeah. But this is just something I came up with on the fly. But
I think, Wes, that it could. I mean,
I
think you could get a call
with some tweaks. It could work.
I would just go on a Southwest flight. Like maybe what you should do is just take them to the Sound of Freedom and like follow like those.
Oh yeah,
around.
with you into the theater. Take them with you.
I did that already.
That didn't work.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. No.
Surprised you didn't get attacked.
I went to like a shady theater though.
That's
I went to a lower echelon theater. So
there's a bunch of guys with kids that didn't look like them.
That theater was so active. I've never seen a more active theater in my life with people walking around. It wasn't even like a dine-in theater. It was just people walking everywhere.
Oh no, the lower the echelon, the more
lights on and shit.
Yeah. The more people are just roaming the halls because that's more people that just movie jump.
You saw the one guy got arrested that was an investor for there was maybe a custody thing.
He's
but
in the
he was
credits.
He's in the credits, but he helped kidnap a kid that may have been a custody battle, may not. But that was funny.
Yeah, it was over a custody battle. Right?
Yeah. I was saying it's a honeypot. If anyone goes to see that film more than I'd say if someone goes to see that film 3 times, they need to be investigated by the FBI. It's like when a murderer goes back to the scene of the crime or like to the funeral. Like
you gotta stop this.
Yeah. If someone goes to see The Sound of Freedom too many times, there's probably a reason.
Oh yeah, lady doth protest too much.
Yeah.
So anyway, Southwest didn't really have it's still going on.
They're gonna lose that, right?
Yeah, they're definitely going to lose. They said that we were disheartened to learn with this mother's account when traveling with her daughter. She said McCarthy at first just asked for an apology from Southwest, but then she never received one, and then that made her feel attacked. And then she was like, I can get some money out of this, and maybe tack on.
Should have responded to that email. Good Lord.
Yeah, no shit.
What were they thinking?
I don't know.
Southwest has been dropping the ball the past several years. This was a layup that they
this was the easy one. All they needed was we're so sorry, and like a big apology. And
she's a huge fan of Jim Caviezel. Like she's a distant relative of Jim Caviezel.
Right. Just blame it on the
blame it on the film.
The Sound of Freedom.
She's seen it a lot, and she's very impressionable. And we're gonna train her up.
Just done that.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get some money, because that was the daughter still isn't able to talk about it. She clams up she was genuinely emotionally distressed by it. I don't know if the mom was as emotionally distressed. I'm sure it sucks to be think that, but we'll see. well,
Yeah.
hopefully they disclose the amount they get because it's gonna be in the seven figures.
They deserve it. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
It's a bummer for them. Yeah, that sucks.
So that's all I got.
We got through it barely. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. With my internet.
Oh no! I mean, what a show! Has anybody heard from Pat? Anybody?
I texted him on the
around
side and asked
horn?
him why he did that, and he said, "Y'all didn't need me on the show tonight, and I didn't want to continue to fight, which I would have, and stuff like that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool," because my internet's been crapping out, so it's kind of just the two of them.
So he's all right.
And then he's like, "Oh, that sucks." And then he's okay. And then I was like, "I guess I'll do the edit tonight since it was your night to do it, but you're probably not going to do it now, are you?"
So hilarious. I checked for an apology from him, but I didn't get one.
Yeah, no, it's his night to do all the after work. As soon as the show ends, I'll be doing his jobs.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see an apology for why he attacked me. On my.
Well, we'll find out. Look.
guy.
Now this just makes his return that much more anticipated. I can't wait to see what happens. Next, you know, we're all good. Don't worry, Hardo Hive family. Everything's okay. The hornet's nest is just buzzing a little bit. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes the hornet's nest buzzes a little bit.
Something tells me, based on the fight, Pat got a little bit of flack for doing the trivia Friday night, and he was taking a little bit out of Wes. I think maybe he got a little bit of flack this weekend, is my guess.
Wait, that's why we can only do them once a month, and if that, because it's just tough. Like when you have,
that's fair.
right now I got a newborn and a toddler, and he's got one on the way and a toddler.
We don't need to make excuses for him either. He can come and explain why he bailed on the show tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, which I was, I asked him to cover for me because I got
I'm sure he'll cover for
us. Bring up the wheel.
Family in town.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put
a
Pat
distant
on.
relative, so another. Yeah. It's kind of adding to the fight of you not doing the things. So like it's kind of it kind of relates to the whole thing, which is fun.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, okay.
Take the hit.
Here we
anyway, if it lands on Pat and he doesn't do the show, that'll be me.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's spin it.
It's a shared slot.
Yeah,
it's a shared slot.
This is a Pat or Wes. Come on, Leo. You've got a sense of humor.
Yeah. Now it's back to me. Ooh, that's 4 in a row.
Oh, really?
You're off.
4 in a row? Damn.
You're off after this one. That's it.
That's it for war. Oh, that's right. Because
we don't allow 5 anymore.
5?
4 is
you sure?
I'm sure.
All right, 4 in a row. Well,
oh, really?
Oh, off the next wheel.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes sense.
I have it for you. Tomorrow. Wes, take us out.
I hope you enjoyed this show. A little peek behind the curtain that we are all human beings. After all, I know sometimes it doesn't appear that way on this show.
Go beat my dog.
Like we're machines.
No, I mean we're just like news producing gods that can't be stopped, and it's just nothing can get in the way. But sometimes
there's one Martin Rees fan that's been hate watching us since we said he looks like a Nazi. That's like, I knew it, scumbags.
Yeah. So, but hey, this is what family does. Sometimes you need to hash things out, and
not too worried about it.
And we're guys too, so we'll get over it quickly and move on. And
bury it deep down.
Yeah, bury it deep down until it comes up again, which it inevitably will. And we'll resent each other secretly for the rest of this.
No, we're human at the end of the day,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's been a while since a blow up. It's fair.
It's true. Anyway, we hope you have a great fucking day.